In 2020, we did the Golden Globes and we did wild mushroom risotto. I love working with the giant Parmesan wheel. I mean, anytime we have a chance to bring that out, it's a lot of fun to do, and it's a nice show for everyone. There is a lot of pressure being the executive chef at the Beverly Hilton. There's, countless stars that have come through, this hotel over the years and still do. We have award shows here all the time. And so I know that even though there might be 600, 700, 1,000 people in that ballroom, 10 of them could be the biggest A-list stars in the world right now. So I need to make sure that every single plate for those functions are A-list worthy. We want to make sure that everyone that comes to the Beverly Hilton is treated like a star. Hi, I'm Mathew Morgan, Executive Chef at the Beverly Hilton. And this is Off the Menu with Hilton. To make your wild mushroom risotto, you're going to start with dicing onions. Set these off to the side for right now, and then we're going to slice some mushrooms. You want to make sure to remove the stems so you can save those to make a mushroom stock. We're going to start sauteing our mushrooms. I always like to use a variety of mushrooms because it gives a little bit more depth of flavor. They're all a little bit different. So adding a little salt and pepper, a little bit more olive oil. Just want to get a little bit of color on your mushrooms. And we're going to add in some garlic. We're going to add a little bit of fresh thyme. Pick just the leaves off, and you don't want to get any of the stems in there. Then we're going to deglaze our pan with a little bit of white wine. When you're deglazing the pan, you're getting all the pieces that get stuck to the pan, which have a lot of really good flavor. You want these mushrooms to be tender, but we're going to be adding them back to the risotto so we can pull these off to the side. And we'll reserve them for later. Now we're going to start doing the risotto itself. And we're going to saute our onions. Salt, pepper. Get them a little bit tender. Then we're going to add a little bit of garlic. Onions should cook about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're going to add in our rice. So this is arborio rice. It's a medium grain rice that is very specific for risotto. Toast the rice just 1 to 2 minutes. Then we're gonna deglaze again with a little bit of white wine. Now the alcohol is cooked off, so we're ready to start adding our stock. This is a mushroom stock. You can also use just a vegetable stock or even water. One of the keys to making a good risotto is to add your stock slowly, ladle by ladle, and then let it absorb. Then you want to start adding another ladle of stock. You have to be constantly attending it, otherwise the rice will stick to the bottom and it can easily burn. Start adding in a little bit of thyme. Again, you want to make sure to pick only the leaves. You don't want their stems in your risotto. I'm really driven by good quality produce. I have a garden at home. It just depends on what's in season. So I'm always looking at what's popping up in my garden, what looks great there. It kind of drives me to cook at work as well. Add a little bit more stock. And then at this point, we're about halfway through the cooking process. So then we can go ahead and add in our mushrooms. I'm gonna add some parsley to it. We're gonna add a little bit of butter. And now we're gonna add a lot of cheese. Nice and hot in here, and that's gonna melt the cheese. Stir it around, incorporate that cheese into your risotto. Now, obviously, most people aren't gonna have a wheel of cheese in your kitchen at home, but you can add just regular fresh Parmesan cheese to it. I'm just gonna finish it with a sprig of thyme, a little bit of parsley on top, and that is our wild mushroom risotto. I started cooking with my aunt when I was about 10 years old. Sweet potato fries just coming in. She was an amazing cook. She would have us over for these big, elaborate, crazy dinners, and I decided that I wanted to start helping her. I started coming over early, and I would do all the shopping with her. She would take me to the farmer's market, to the fish market, and we'd pick out seafood, and then we'd cook all day long. I love to have friends over for dinner whenever we have the chance, and we go all out. When I'm cooking or creating a dish, when it's really quiet and all I hear is people just eating, I know that I've done something right.